Hello everybody! I hope you've all had a good New Year and a good January. It's actually already around the time of the Lunar New Year, so I guess I'm wishing you a happy Lunar New Year too! One of my goals for this year is to be more in-depth with my reviews of products. I'd like to focus on making them more helpful and spend more time with the tablet as well, to really get to know the pros and cons. To that end, I've been testing the tablet in this video on and off for about 2 months. Xppen was kind enough to send me their Artist 16 Generation 2 display tablet, as well as accessories from their collaboration with The Little Prince, a desk mat and a tablet sleeve. Let's move to the first section of my review, product design, or how good it looks. Okay, so first let's look at these accessories. The print and colors on both are vibrant, and the material feels fairly high quality. Unfortunately, my desk is too narrow to fit the mat, but the tablet sleeve is really cute and I'm definitely using it in the very near future. I do wish it had a separate pocket or something to put the tablet accessories in because I worry that it'll get messy inside the bag. And other items like cables, USBs, and the pen might scratch the display screen. Now, as for the tablet itself, you guys know that I'm a big fan of pink, so I was thrilled to be able to review this tablet. It comes in green, black, and blue too, so there's a lot of options to choose from. In general, the tablet is really quite light. I was surprised how easy it was to carry around. I think you could draw with it in bed or take it with you when you're on the move. What I'm actually going to take points off for, though, is the lack of a stand. Drawing with the tablet flat on the desk can strain your neck, so I always appreciate a good stand to lean on. I also wish there was some kind of attached loop to stick your pen in. This tablet might be easy to carry around, but it feels like the pen would be just as easy to lose. My favorite thing about this tablet, though, is that you don't need to plug it into a secondary power source. While it comes with a cable extension, it is not necessary for powering the tablet. Instead, you can take its USB-C cord and plug it directly into your laptop. It saves a lot of space and made my room look a lot neater since it's usually covered in wires. For once, my desk was actually clutter-free. Our next section is ease of use, or how well it works. Enough about aesthetics, let's put this thing into practice. I like a lot of stuff here. How naturally the pen draws, the lack of parallax, and the buttons on the side that allow you to adjust the tablet brightness. They all really upgraded my quality of life when drawing. Now for things I didn't really like. My biggest issue with this tablet is its color display. I found that the default color profile showed my colors were much more saturated than what I could see on my laptop. While discrepancies between colors on different displays is very common and honestly not surprising, the difference here was too stark for me to ignore. I had to spend a while cycling through the options and finally settled on one that was more faithful to my laptop's color display, but I am not quite satisfied with the result. So if you're pickier about color display, I'm not sure if this tablet would be a perfect fit for you. The pen pressure was not as sensitive as I would have liked. The hardest setting did not allow me to create lines as thin as I'm used to, so I had to adjust my program brushes manually to counteract it. This just might be my problem though, because I'm kind of a picky person when it comes to details. The pressure range is still pretty good, just a little less accurate than I personally prefer. Conclusion! To summarize, the Artist 16 is a well-rounded, extremely convenient tablet that is perfect for working on the go or drawing casually in your bed. If it weren't for the issues with its color display, I really think it would have replaced my Cintiq. It's aesthetically pleasing, it's super portable, you don't need a second power source so cable management is super easy. It's definitely worth the money to me, especially if you're not as particular as I am about stuff like a small difference in color display or the pen pressure needing a little bit more adjustment to make things work. I also think this would be perfect as a starter display tablet because it's relatively affordable and the specs are decent all around. Xppen also frequently holds sales so you can get it at an even greater value. As a matter of fact, you can use the code heartmush5 at checkout for an additional 5% off your purchase. Thanks for listening to my extended review. I hope you guys enjoy the speed paint.
し風の浮かべ午後9時のハイウェイ溢れ小さすぎる水槽を揺れて街並みを駆け抜けしぶきキラキラ真珠みたいお願いドキドキを止めないでもう海には帰らない狭い水槽の中もきっと楽しくできるけど見ててこの10割はじけハイウェイは雨のままでガラス越し地球は半色泳ぐ鉛筆のペンに浮かれ騒ぎ桜貝のダンスを踊れハイウェイは雨のままで日の出の真上今日半色回れ右から左まで浮かれ 詰めて我慢してたのね。きっと僕たち同じなんだね。